Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Varsity 2016. We're live here at the Alderton Hall at Keele. We're getting ready for the women's basketball. They're on the court getting warmed up. Laurence and Jack are here to do the commentary with me. We're looking for a win, Laurence, today, aren't we?
I think it's more or less guaranteed, looking at how they've performed the last 5 years. Staffs haven't won in the last 6 years of this match, and Keele have gone undefeated all season, and they reached the last 16 of their competition, so it looks like it's going to be an easy win for the Keele.
Definitely looking to be an easy win. Jack, are you excited to be commentating?
I'm really excited, yeah. I mean, we had such a fantastic day yesterday, winning all three events. You know, I think we can take that as a boost of confidence and try and win today.
Definitely, I think today should be an easy win, especially for the women. But what do you think about the men? What do you think? How do you think that's going to go?
If I'm going to be impartial, I think it'll be a lot closer than this match will be. But I think stats will probably edge it out. But it's going to be a very different type of game. Like the contrast between men and women's basketball is an interesting one, and I'll sure talk about it whilst the match is going on. But
fair enough. Do you think?
Yeah.
Well, the women pretty much have it in the bag. The last few years, I mean, last year they won by an incredible margin.
Yeah, well, their last game they played this season, they won by 99 points, which is unseen in just basketball, really. It shows how dominant Keele are in their league, and they've been promoted this season, so they're playing against much harder opposition next year. I think they won, the last result they won was 57-25 against that last year. So
I mean, that's still a good win. It's a lot of points.
It's a very good win.
Now let's talk about yesterday. You guys were both at the rugby and the football. What an incredible day that was.
It was really good just to be part of the KUBE TV broadcast. It was like our first one, and to have 3 Keele wins on Marvellous Monday, as you and Nick so poignantly said yesterday. Let's make a terrific Tuesday today.
Terrific Tuesday. Do you think we're going to have Whitewash Wednesday, Jack?
Oh, I really, really hope so. I mean, I was amazed at how good the games were. Not just the fact that we won, but how good the games were yesterday. So hopefully we'll see more of that today, and hopefully we can carry through to tomorrow as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's sure to be a close game, especially in the men's basketball. Women pretty much have it in the bag. But I hope it can be just as exciting as yesterday. The football was just spectacular.
Absolutely. I mean, obviously because the men's will be a much closer game, it should hopefully be a lot more exciting. But equally, the women's game, I mean, there are no givens in sport. I mean, they could have. If Staffs get an early score, that could unsettle us, and then, we're in for a really, really close game.
Exactly. I mean, I think yesterday's football game was testament to that. Keele haven't won in the last 2 years have been 0-0.
Yeah.
The result has been 0-0, so anything can happen during varsity. I think that's what we can take from that.
Well, the stands are filling up. I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on both sets of teams today, and just by judging how intense their training is, when I was down there trying to pick up the team names, like, Staffs look keen for this, and I don't think it will be as easy as it has been in the last few years, but I think it'll be exciting, and you should keep in touch with the game.
If you want to get in touch with us, all you have to do is tweet us at TVCube or at KUBE Radio and use the hashtag KeeleArmy or Team Keele. I think we're getting ready to get started here now, aren't we?
It's going to be soon, isn't it? It's a 6 o'clock kickoff, so it should be any minute now. The teams are just doing the final lineups. They're all in their kit now, out of their warm-up, and yeah, get ready.
I'm ready. Strap in, exactly. We're gearing up here for a terrific Tuesday. Hopefully not terrible Tuesday. We're looking for another 2 Keele wins, which will make it 5-0 to Keele. I mean, it's going well for Varsity. I mean, you can't. All the teams now are going to be in such good spirit because yesterday was a complete whitewash. 3-0 to Keele. The men's football, a 4-0 win. The basketball, the rugby. 55 were the points that Keele had to 21.
It's not only that we got the 3 wins, it's the manner and how we did it as well. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Here, the football showed immense composure, just not letting anything distract them. They just kept going, and Staffs unfortunately didn't show up. It wasn't a competitive game, but for a Keele fan, it was great to watch it.
Yeah, it was great to watch it. It was exciting, and I'm very excited to see how the basketball is going to go. The team is looking fierce. I think that's the term to use. They look like they are hungry for the win, and that's what you want. I think the Keele fans are going to be in good voice today as well.
I'm actually like amazed at how packed it is. I honestly thought, you know, with it being kind of, you know, the Tuesday after the Monday night out, I thought, you know, the crowd might be a bit slimmer, but it's a really, really absolutely fantastic turnout from the Keele supporters.
The atmosphere here is ridiculous. I'm struggling to hear you two speak. I'm sure it's going to seem a lot clearer to everybody with a mic, but I'm struggling to hear you guys.
Yeah, we got the music on, the fans are chanting.
Everybody's getting hyped up. I'm hyped up. I'm looking forward to the next 2 hours of basketball. I'm a massive basketball fan. First time really seeing Keele play, so I would love to see what we have to offer and stats.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys are going to be bringing the scores, the action. You're going to have it all here on KUBE TV. It's exciting. I'm excited. I am excited. I am really excited, especially after yesterday. I mean, coming into Varsity, I was thinking, you know, it's going to be same old. But this year has been so much more exciting than last year, in my opinion. Especially the football. That was just something else. And I am very excited.
I think it's game time.
I think it is game time. I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of Laurence, Lear and Jack Saunders. Guys, let's do basketball.
Pre-match discussions, Jack. But it should be, judging by the previous results and the form that Keele are running into, that Keele should be able to get the easy win, and they've really showed their intention straight away at basket within 10 seconds of play.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic start, great early score. Staff there, unlucky not to equalise, but good early pressure from Keele.
Fast-paced action so far. With women's basketball, the fundamentals are very sound, and probably more sound than with men's basketball, because they bring in, and there's a shot. Oh no, it's just inside the three-point line. That's a great shot by the captain, Sophie Mansfield, number 5 there. Or is it? No, number 6 is Samantha Fairclough there. That was a great shot, wide open. Stas did not block it down, and that's well rebounded by Tyler there. And it's gone forward, and the pass is a bit too fast, and it's out of bounds for a Stas inbound play.
Nice idea with the quick throw, just a little bit too much on it, but it's a good idea from Keele.
Well, it's good. It's showing their intentions. It's fast break basketball. It's very athletic. It's taken me a bit by surprise, if I'm honest, because it's usually a bit more post-up play, a bit more build-up play when you get into the opponent's half and you just pass it around and wait for the openings. But they're looking for the fast break, and they are really
keep the ball well, dictating the
nice pass. That's a great pass. Tyler with a second basket in literally a minute's difference, and Staff's defense needs to improve on that one. They need to improve. Well, what can I say? 6-0 within 2 minutes of the play. For all those who aren't familiar with the general regulations of what's gone on there, oh, it's a foul. What's going on? I think it's a reaching foul on Keele. And Stas have taken a timeout, a much-needed timeout.
Timeout. I mean, 2 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. They're 6-0 down. They don't look comfortable going forward, holding the ball, you know, and their defence has just been carved open, like, you know, by Keele. It's a really, really solid start for Keele, though. Fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's much better than any expectation that I think most of us in the ground would have had. And like, to our right is the entrance to the hall, and people are struggling to find seats. The atmosphere in here is absolutely incredible.
It looks like pretty much every single seat has been taken. So
yeah, the security of blocking people
is absolutely electric. Really fantastic support.
I think Stas have taken a 1 minute timeout. As I was saying, the rules and regulations for basketball is it's going to be 4 quarters of 10 minutes long. We are currently 2 minutes and 9 seconds into the first quarter. Baskets within the black line that's arching around the basket will be 2 points, and anything outside it will be 3 points. And I'll explain anything else that comes along. And Jack, you're a bit of a layman in terms of the basketball. I'm the one who's probably going to try and have to inform you. So if there's any like terminology that you would like me to clarify, I would hopefully try and be able to help you. This is where I stumped myself in the process. And it's an inbounds play for staffs who are in black, shooting from left to right on our screens, passing around the D, and he's cutting in, and he's travelling. You can't move, as is obvious really, you can't move without the basketball, and she took 2 steps before dribbling, and so it's Keele inbounds from their half. Sophie Mansfield bringing it up. I was speaking to, and it's a reaching call on the staff's number 6. You can't. Basketball's an interesting one because the rules aren't like. It's kind of like football where some tackles that might be a bit rough count and some don't. It's kind of semi-contact. So there's going to be a few plays that it's down to the ref.
I can imagine, as we saw with the football yesterday, a lot of fouls being given away, just being more than likely based on nerves more than anything else.
Nearly in there by the Keele number 4, which is Hannah Porter, and it's been an interesting start. Stats seem a bit more settled in since the timeout. They haven't been leaking, and it's a great steal by Samantha Becker. And she's taking the shot. Oh my God, that's a great shot. That is something that I wish I could do. That's impressive. That was a very impressive shot there by Hannah Porter. Everybody's in the baskets for Keele at the moment, and Staffs, they're looking scared at the moment. They don't know what to do.
They really don't have any ideas going forward at all.
Like they're not cohesive, and there we go. It just takes one shot. It just takes one shot to try and get back. They're finally on the board. It's 8-2. We are 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the play, and if you're just coming up, that's a great shot. That's an amazing assist there by Sophie Mansfield. That is something that the pros would love to do.
The ball is just going through the hands of the Keele players so much faster than it is with the Staffs players.
I do not know what type of defence the Staffs are trying to implement, but man marking, if there is that, is not working for them, and they might want to try and do some zonal marking here.
As you can see right now, all of the Staffs players are just standing still.
Oh, that's a block by Leica, number 15, and it's a fast break. She's kept it in, brilliant play, and that's another great pass. And Keele are on fire. They're hot, man. They are hot. That's a basketball term. That's not necessarily a comment on anything else. But 12-2, 10-point gap within minutes of the play.
The speed at which Keele are playing is just...
And it's another steal. Staff are being careless here. Absolutely careless. Sophie Mansfield on the break, misses it, gets the rebound, has another chance, and it's in. But what's the referee calling? That's a foul? Oh, it's an and one, which is when you score a basket and you get fouled, and then you should get one shot at the foul line. So here we go. It is Sophie Mansfield with the free throw for a chance to put Keele 15-2 up. Not even halfway through the first quarter, Jack.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, like I say, the speed at which Keele are playing is just, it's blistering. Let's see if they can make this free shot.
And it just clatters off the rim, but Brianna Herr gets a rebound, and she misses Leica Lee with a rebound, and she gets it. The sheer size of the Keele women is outclassing them. It's just an instant advantage, really.
Yeah, I've only just noticed that, but now that you say it, I can actually see a significant height difference in most of the Keele players over the Staffs players.
Yeah, basketball is a game of height. Like the average height for an NBA basketball player is around 6'6", which is absolutely mental. And when the hoop is 10 feet high, it's better to be closer to the hoop than not. So the rebound game has been completely dominated by Keele, and rebounding is a fundamental part of basketball, and if you're not getting them, you're not going to win. And it's another point there. It is Brianna Herr with the 2 points on the post move, skipped past the defender and laid it in. Staffs need to get their win, and they need to be more careful with their passing. Another pass interrupted. They need to make more movement. They're all very static around the 3-point arc, and here goes the shot, and it's missed and rebounded. Oh, and it's a Keele ball. I think it's gone off the legs of the Staffs forward there. I need to be able to. unfortunately, the numbers for both teams are on different sheets of paper, so I'm having to scroll through. There's been a sub for Staffs. Number 14, Javier Young, has come off for the number 5, Charlotte Morrill. She looks like a forward to me, so she's probably going to give some sturdy defence in the middle, preventing easy baskets, and that is a turnover there. I don't think the Keele player expected the pass. It was actually a very nice pass. It just kind of came out of the blue. Likely they're then passing it out of bounds, and Staffs. And it's another steal. What's that? The 5th steal?
Yeah,
it's
about the 5th steal.
And there's another great finish, and there's another and one. That's 2 in a row for Keele.
So 4 minutes exactly. 4 minutes exactly left on the clock. It's 20-2 to Keele.
As I was saying before the show, the last game that Keele played was against Chester University, the last match in their league, which they won. They went undefeated. They only lost when they played the higher division team in the Northern Conference Cup this season. And the last game with Chester, they won 116-17, so 99-point difference. And by the looks of this, 20 points to 2 points Staff. It could even be worse than that.
This could turn into a bit of a whitewash.
In NBA terms, it's called a laugher. And I think if there's any SAS fans who are in the stands at the moment, they're going to be cringing in their seats because the team haven't come. I thought that they looked raring to go at the start when I was talking to them.
They just haven't had any ideas going forward. They've been sloppy with their passing. Defensively, they just haven't been there at all. Keele, it's been made too easy for Keele.
I don't really know.
Well, we're coming back at the end of the timeout. I think that's the second Staff timeout, and I'm not sure if they're playing NBA rules where you have a limited of 4 timeouts per quarter, but they've already used 2 in their first quarter. Like the coach of the Staff team must be absolutely livid.
I would be amazed. I would be astounded. This is not going well for Staff at all.
And here's Sophie Mansfield with the free throw to make an and one. And it's in, an and one converted, and it is 21 Keele, 2 to Staffs. Sydney Amakie on the ball, passes it, nearly turns it over. Sophie Wallage, the number 9, Charlotte Davey with the 3-point shot, but it misses. And there's a fast break for Keele, but it just couldn't get hold of it at the end. It was a very good idea. I think Keele can afford to be adventurous at the moment.
I mean, most of their long balls have been working for them.
Have.
So,
I haven't seen a single Staff forcing a turnover on Keele really, and there's a shot there by the number 9 again, the Charlotte Davey, and misses. I don't know, it's too early to say really, but you can't really look past Keele at the moment.
Staff's main issue is that they're just not playing.
And it's the turnover. I think that's the first.
Not playing at the same pace, but they may.
Sydney with the fast break goes for the layup, just misses, rebounded by the Keele number 6. Fast break again. He's looking for the long pass. That's a great pass there, and rebound. Number 10 for Keele is Brianna Herr. I'm going to learn these names eventually. Apologies, viewers, but she's been. I can't fault any single player for all that.
Absolutely wonderful play. The team is working so well as a unit.
They're playing a very fluid game, and they're playing zonal marking. I've just noticed that now, which is forcing. And there's an easy breakaway, steal again, and she's missed a wide open layup. That's a surprise considering how well, but she converts the second one. The track back for Staff is poor. They could have
back at all. I mean, it looks like they've almost given up already.
And that doesn't really lead for very interesting basketball if they've given up now. That's a 3-point, and it's missed there by Staff's number 12, Sydney. And Keele move up, another long ball. That's nice passing, cut in. That is the assist by Brianna to Nina Mitic there was fluid, professional basketball, and you can't. There's no stopping it when you're on the fast break.
Staff players like Ghost, so the Staff players can't even get close to them.
They haven't turned up, and they've still only got 2 points in over 8 minutes of basketball, and they're not tracking back at all. Nina Mitic
Keele.
I'm struggling to commentate on this match. So much is going on by Keele that it's absolutely impossible to cover one thing and the other. First of all, she intercepted it and then got the layup, but it's impossible to even commentate on this well because it's just fast action. And the stats number 6 there is going for the shot. You can tell by just how they are play offense that they are giving up, and they're hitting up.
You can see by their body language, they're not feeling confident on the ball at all. And you can see that by the amount of baskets that they've scored.
There's been a turnover there, but another turnover back. You can see why it's difficult. The turnover has happened. And it's another basket for Sophie Mansfield. She must be on. Oh God, I'm trying to think. She must already be in double digits easily. I would love to be able to do. And there's 37 seconds on the clock. I don't know, there's no shot clock, there's no 24 seconds, so you can take as long as you want. There's a shot by Stas and it misses, rebounded as normal by Keele, but unfortunately Likely, who snapped up the rebound, passes it a bit too rough to Sophie Mansfield, and it's out of play. And an interesting choice by, I'm guessing, the staff coach, that they've done a triple substitution, which is an absolute nightmare for me at the moment. So I think that's number 4.
I think that is number 4.
And Sienna Patel's in with the inbound, and I've already lost track of who's come in. Apologies, viewers. The stats on their offense are the zonal marking on Keele is working. They can't get inside like Keele are to them, and they're having to shoot from mid-range and even 3-point range just to have an open shot on the thing. And at this kind of level of basketball, outside NBA basketball, you're not really going to hit those with any sort of consistency. Unless you are Keele, and unless you are Sophie Mansfield, who is shooting it up like Steph Curry at the moment. It's absolutely amazing, and that's the end of the first quarter rather. It's 33 points to Keele, 2 points to Staff.
I'd be amazed if they didn't.
Staff, and it's not boding well for them. They've averaged 26.9 points per game. And if they do that, if they get that average against what they have done against slightly better, worse teams, they are not even going to get the points.
At this point, with the way that they're playing, I would be surprised if Staff managed to reach that
And
average.
it's a 3-point shot by the stats number 9, rebounded by the stats number 10, and it's then rebounded by Brianna Hurd. And it's being played up by Sophie Mansfield, played to the tier number 13, back into the tier number 14, and it's been pushed out of play. The pass just missing the hands there. Stats inbounds. If you're just coming in now, it is Keele 33, Stats number 2. Not number 2. We've been saying it over and over again, but we are going to have to keep saying it for the next 30 minutes, that their offense looks completely static. Like, as soon as they get to the top of the D, they are all static on their around the D, and they're just not making any movements, no cut-ins, no screens to open up a play for another player, and they're not really going to do anything. If you could just compare how Keele are moving around to Staff, the movement is interestingly there. She tried to score under the basket, go through, which, if you are wondering, isn't allowed. But it's just, as I was saying, the movement for Keele seems like it's 100 times faster than Staff, and it's a free throw opportunity, a foul on Brianna Hurd, and this is the first. She's good on her second, increases the lead to 32 points. Amy Mansfield, another Mansfield, I assume they're not related. She's playing as the point, passing around. She's got to start doing some dribbling and hope that somebody actually does some movement and passes it. That's a risky pass and an appalling. I don't want to be too harsh, but that was not pleasing on the eye. It's not even an air ball, it went out of bounds, and Keele get the ball back. Sophie Mansfield bringing it up to the top of the staff, the passes it out to hitting it again. She's putting everyone to shame on this court. She is taking the game by storm.
There's just so much space for the Keele attackers. There's always one of them at least free, and Stas really haven't addressed that issue.
You can't really fault anything that Stas have done, and there's a shot there by the a Stas player is down. Who is that? So that is, what number is she? Jack, can you tell? 10?
Number 10, yes.
Yeah, number 10. Ivy Williams took a hard fall there, but she's back up. She's going to have to do something special to get back in. Stats back into the game. Played out to Amy Mansfield here. Back to Ivy. Nearly intercepted there. Amy Mansfield on top of the D. She's definitely playing the point guard position, trying to open up. There's a shot, and it misses, and it's rebounded by Tyler. Pushes it up, passes it to Haley, and then passes back to the top of the key for Sophie Mansfield, who has played absolutely fantastic.
She's absolutely running the show right now.
She's not only just shooting at a stellar percentage at the moment, like she's barely missed a shot, but she's actually, because of how prolific her scoring is, the defence is going in more intensely to cover a shot, meaning that she can cut in and open up another player, and as Stats have absolutely no momentum, and basketball is often
momentum and no confidence. I mean, if they could get a quick couple of baskets, they might be back in this. But right now, they just can't hit anything.
No, they can't hit anything. But they're taking shots that are difficult to take. They're taking 3-point shots.
Professional. I mean, that's
a professional game that would be needed, but
that's testament to how good Keele's defense have been. They're not letting Stats anywhere near the basket at all.
The zonal marking is working a treat for them, and it's just an air ball there, but rebounded very well by Brianna, who slots it in. I have to say, I would love this game to be slightly more competitive for the viewers and for myself, but if I have to say, Stats need to sort out a number of areas. First of all, the off-ball movement when they're in their attack like they are now needs to be more adventurous, more creative, more fluid. Passes it to Luckily on the fast break, and misses it, gets a rebound though, misses it again. Brianna with a rebound, and finally gets it. Third time lucky for Keele. Well, you'd say lucky, but they're out-rebounding them. The offensive rebounds have been numerous, the steals have been numerous, and baskets have been numerous. Everything Keele have done has been spectacular.
And this could be absolutely devastating for the confidence of the Staff's men's basketball team. You know, seeing their opposite numbers being beaten so comprehensively, that could hinder their own game.
Sophie Mansfield passing it to the post to Tyler, who takes a shot, hits the backboard, and then just bounces out. And I'm not sure what to call, but there's been a few substitutions coming on. Samantha Hairclough coming on for Haley. Brianna, who's played perfectly, has come off for the Keele number 4, who had a ball, comes straight into the game, scores straight away. Like, we don't need to commentate really. Viewers at home can just tell that it's domination. It's difficult to watch, if I'm honest. It's difficult to watch. That's number 9 there. Oh no, is it number 4 there? Tiana Patel. I think what she did was wave her elbows about a bit, and that's not allowed because it obviously risks harm. Keele number 4 there. Hannah Porter drives it in. She passes it to passes it to Tyler. Who gets it in.
And they're just making it look easy now. It's like
it's practice. It's practice.
All the pressure's off them now that they've got such a wonderful lead. All the pressure's off them, and they can play so freely, and they're going to keep playing with confidence. You know, it's going to be nigh impossible for Staff to try and get back in this game. Man.
It's 5 minutes into the second quarter. It's 44-2 to Stats. Rebounded there by Ivy Williams, who passes it back out to Amy Mansfield, who tries to hit the shot at the top of the D, misses it, and it goes out of bounds, back out for a Staff's possession. Well, it's been 5 minutes into the quarter now. The clock stopped at 4 minutes and 57 seconds, and Keele have recorded 11 points, so they're quieting down a little bit. But here we go. Sophie here. Another steal, another layup, another 2 points to Keele.
Yeah, another fantastic fast breakaway. The Staffs players not even bothering really to track back that much anymore. You know, I mean, their confidence is completely gone.
And we hope we have to watch, if we're wanting some competitive basketball, I guess we're going to have to wait for the men's at 8 o'clock, which you need to tune in for at KUBE TV. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, please do, and also follow us on Twitter our handle is @TVCube. This is our first time ever broadcasting. A big team of us have put a lot of effort into this, and we hope that the broadcasting for you has been adequate, and we hope that you have enjoyed it.
What a year to start our TV broadcasting.
Yeah.
Such a comprehensive set of victories.
Yeah, well, I think it's safe to say we're going to be 4-0 after this. The men are going to have to try and make it the terrific Tuesday
for them, but if they can take this kind of scoreline as a confidence boost, you know, it's going to make it hard for Staffs.
Yeah, like the momentum's with Keele, just in general, really.
Absolutely.
Like the pressure for Staffs basketball to get a point on the board is going to be immense. But to be honest, I think they're going to be confident. They've won a lot in the recent years. I can't remember what it was on research. And Sophie Mansfield, I can't keep up with it. Sophie Mansfield is electric. It really is electric.
Identical to her last score, and probably 3 or 4 others.
At least 3 or 4, I have to say. Yeah. As I was saying, my research before the game has been six wins in a row preceding this game for Keele women, and it's going to be 7 in a row. Lucky 7.
It's going to be 7, and that is an impressive record, and one that we will hopefully continue to add on next year.
Like, there's nothing really that Staffs women can do to stop the onslaught, and it's blocked, but she regains the possession. Goes out to the number 4, Hannah Porter, who slots it back into the net.
If the shot is blocked, there's always another Keele player there to catch the rebound.
Which is really good for Keele to be able to have that strong presence inside and around the basket, where you can get the offensive rebounds more regularly than Staffs can get the defensive rebounds. Unfortunately, a lot... What was that? Oh. I think there's been a call because the dribbling there by Hannah Porter when she put the hand under the ball, meaning she was carrying it slightly, meaning a Staffs inbounds in their own half. 50 points now for Keele. Before the half, they've already made their 50 points. So that
33 after the first quarter. They've on 50 now. Staffs yet to score in this second quarter after almost 8 minutes of play.
Yeah, it's hard. I very much sympathise with Staffs because they would have been very much aware of how their chances were before the game. And
they will have gone into this game
aware,
expecting an incredibly tough game, but perhaps not quite as tough as this.
Nina Mitic there with some absolutely outstanding dribbling, getting herself in for the open shot, but unfortunately just off balance to be able to get the ball into the net. Passes it out there from the inbounds. Nina Mitic again to Tyler. He takes a wide open shot, misses it. Nina Mitic with the rebound. Keele getting most of the rebounds. Now this is where there's a double hand, and also she picked it up, basically stopped it, travelling, and there's too many facets of Staffs game today that need to be fixed, and there's been too many facets of Keele's game that are just...
In a big game like this, you can't afford to be making silly mistakes like that.
And it's nearly every possession.
It really is.
And if you're not getting... Oh! She banks it in. She looked like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar there. Jesus Christ. That was great by Hannah Porter. Like the sky hook, banks off the backboard, straight into the net. The crowd went wild. I went wild. Everybody enjoyed it.
Absolutely incredible.
A 3-point shot. Another hit and hope there, really. But it's rebounded really well there by who's once again been put down by a Keele player. She spent a lot of the time on the floor.
Now, is this going to be a free throw?
No, I don't. Free throws only occur, Jack, when you're in the middle of your shot or you've done your shot. So if you're fouled in open play outside of a scoring opportunity, it goes out into the inbounds. So here we go. Staffs ball. trying to pass it around at least. Still the movement around is static. Shot there by Patel. Doesn't come close. Fast break by Keele. Lovely pass around the body of the flat defender to the captain there, Samantha Fairclough.
I mean,
one of the captains. And one assist. That was lovely. Steve Nash would have been proud.
It's that kind of attacking that you just can't defend against.
The fast breaks are where most points come if you're being able to rebound quickly, smother their offense, where it's impossible to stop for SAS at the moment. I don't see them stopping it anytime soon. There's 15.7 seconds on the clock. If SAS were wise, they'd play out until late seconds so they don't give Keele another opportunity to take. But they didn't listen to me, and they were wrong not to listen to me, Jack. However, they did. 10.4 seconds left on the clock. This is where time management for basketball should be done. Hold out the game, hold out the quarter until the last minute and take a last minute, but it's been stolen. And Keele can get one final thing, but he needs to take the shot off now. And he lets it go, and she misses it at the end. It would have been an absolutely thrilling fast break buzzer beater. And it's half time here at the Alderton Sports Hall. Keele 54, SAS 2.